The dedicated zookeepers at Metro Richmond Zoo closely monitored the pregnancy of one of their beloved cheetahs. When the moment arrived, the cheetah gave birth to a pair of cubs, but what unfolded next took them by surprise. Cheetahs, with their stunning beauty and unique characteristics, hold the title of the fastest land animals. Yet, despite their remarkable qualities, these majestic creatures face a grave threat due to poaching and climate change. Their population is dwindling, placing them at risk of extinction. In response, various wildlife conservation groups have been tirelessly working to bolster their numbers. It was within one of these cheetah interventions programs that an extraordinary event occurred. The conception of a cheetah is always a cause for celebration, both for its contribution to the cause and the rarity of the occurrence. Cheetahs do not engage in random mating or reproduction. Instead, they adhere to a distinct pattern passed down through generations. Female cheetahs tend to isolate themselves from the group as they mature. While their discerning approach to selecting mates presents challenges for population growth, it is crucial to ensure the best genetic matches for their offspring. The female cheetah in our story, named Milani, resided at Metro Richmond Zoo. At 3 years old, she was a striking and intelligent specimen, ready by cheetah standards to become a mother. The zookeepers decided it was time to introduce her to a potential mate in the hopes of contributing to the global cheetah population. They attempted to pair her with one of the most sought-after male cheetahs in the zoo, but the connection simply did not spark. In typical choosy cheetah fashion, Milani did not feel a connection with him, and chemistry failed to ignite. It proved to be a challenging situation. Despite Milani's robust health, she displayed little interest in her male companion, often ignoring or avoiding him. For 6 weeks, there was no progress in their mating efforts, and it became evident that their union was not meant to be. The zookeepers recognized that for their breeding project to succeed, Milani needed to meet a different mate. They had to revise their plan, always committed to ensuring her happiness. They would never force her into a pairing she did not approve of. Their focus shifted towards finding her a compatible companion. That's when Kitu entered the scene, a charming 6-year-old cheetah who had already fathered one cub. Milani immediately took a liking to this affable male, and without hesitation, they formed a deep bond. Their chemistry was undeniable, and they became inseparable, often seen playing and roaming together. Their connection was so strong that they seemed attached at the hip, unwilling to let each other out of sight. The zookeepers rejoiced at seeing their cherished cheetah, Milani, find a partner she genuinely adored. While Kitu had experience as a parent, this was an entirely new journey for Milani, prompting the zookeepers to provide her with extra care and attention. In July 2012, the zoo staff noticed intriguing changes in Milani's behavior. Her eating habits shifted, and her typical behaviors underwent a gradual transformation. Something remarkable was happening, and they embarked on a series of medical tests that confirmed their suspicions all along. Milani was indeed pregnant. The news filled everyone involved with the project with immense joy. Finally, there would be a new addition to their cheetah family, and it seemed that fortunes were turning in favor of this endangered species. With little time to spare, the zookeepers began preparing for the upcoming birth, as cheetah pregnancies are relatively short-lived. The typical gestation period for cheetahs spans approximately 92 to 98 days, which equates to slightly over 3 months. To ensure a smooth birthing experience, the zookeepers at Metro Richmond Zoo thoughtfully prepared a comfortable enclosure for Milani, the expectant cheetah mother. The flooring of the pen was made luxuriously soft for the young cubs that would soon arrive. Additionally, a camera was installed within the enclosure to enable constant monitoring, given that, similar to humans, predicting a cheetah's delivery day with precision was a challenging task. On the 19th of September, Milani began displaying some unusual behaviors. Restlessness overtook her, and she paced impatiently. Then, in the early hours of the morning, around 3 a.m., Milani ventured into the specially prepared pen. The zookeepers observed this momentous event with hearts pounding and tears in their eyes. Their cherished cheetah was about to become a mother. Inside the pen, Milani paced, searching for a comfortable birthing position. She alternated between laying down, crouching, and standing, as a first-time mother unsure of what would make her comfortable. She explored every instinctual urge. At approximately 4:23 a.m., Milani gave birth to her first cub. She tenderly cleaned it and showered it with motherly affection. Though the newborn's eyes remained closed, it was visibly healthy and breathed without difficulty. The staff couldn't contain their excitement and were preparing to move the cub to a separate area for a medical check when something pleasantly surprising occurred. Milani was not just destined to be a mother to one cub. After grooming her firstborn, she resumed her restlessness and agitation. The zookeepers halted in their tracks, resuming their vigilance through the camera. As Milani paced, she deliberately stepped on her cub. Then, at 5:22 a.m., about an hour later, she welcomed another beautiful cub into the world. Just as she had with the first, she gently cleaned and ensured the second cub was breathing normally. She carried it in her mouth and placed it beside its sibling before finally taking a rest. The zookeepers decided to allow her more time with her newborns and continued monitoring through the camera. The news of Milani giving birth to 2 cubs was already a cause for celebration. The project had been a resounding success, and the first-time mother had performed admirably. Little did they know what would transpire over the next few hours. At around 7:20 a.m., Milani got up again, carefully moving the first 2 cubs to a different part of the pen to avoid sitting or stepping on them. Like before, she crouched, waiting patiently. Approximately 10 minutes later, she gave birth to the 3rd cub. After grooming it, she lay down once more, leaving everyone watching in sheer amazement. While multiple cheetah births weren't uncommon, the 2-hour gap between deliveries was highly unusual. But Milani wasn't finished yet. At 10:05 a.m., she brought a 4th cub into the world, about 3 hours after the 3rd. Concerns arose among the zookeepers, fearing difficulties in the delivery process, but they were mistaken. The resilient cheetah was simply conserving her energy for another surprise. At 11:34 a.m., Milani astounded everyone by giving birth to her 5th cub. This miraculous event defied the average litter size for cheetahs, which typically ranges from 3 to 4 cubs. After grooming her 5th newborn, the exhausted but proud mother settled down, allowing her cubs to feed contentedly. 6 hours of labor was no small feat, so the staff gave her the well-deserved rest she needed. The entire zoo buzzed with excitement over Milani's incredible delivery. When they finally shared video footage of her with her cubs, cheers erupted from everyone who had been following her journey. The on-duty veterinarians confirmed that all the cubs were in perfect health and lauded Milani for single-handedly rejuvenating hope for the cheetah species. She had officially joined the ranks of dedicated mothers, and there was no doubt she would excel in her new role. Reflecting on this remarkable story, one can't help but wonder how they would have reacted without the camera footage. Milani's journey was truly a miracle, and her resilience and maternal instincts were awe-inspiring. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to sharing more incredible stories with you in the future.